Alright, now that we've learned how to solve equations, we're now going to apply this to real-world word problems. Okay, so let's try this out. So here we have a problem. It says, suppose that $250 is deposited into an account at 4.5% compounded quarterly. So we learned about this in the last credit, but here's just a review. So let's say that our interest is equal to our principal times 1 plus our rate divided by 4, because there's 4 quarters in a dollar, right? So you're just wondering, like, where'd they get that for? There's 4 quarters in a dollar. Chill, it's okay. And then that's to the nth power. It says where A gives the amount A in the account, how much is in the account, after n quarters. Alright, given P as a principal initial investment that earns an interest rate of R. Okay, so there's all of our stuff kind of defined for us. It says solve for n to find out how long it would take for the account to contain at least, so they want more, but at least $500. So first things first, let's go ahead and identify our initial investment, which was $250. Let's go ahead and identify our interest rate, which is about 4.5%. We can change that into a decimal by dividing by 100. So take some time, do that now. And that would be 0.045. And the amount in the account after number of quarters, the desired amount, is $500. Alright. So with that being said, we're going to now formulate a plan. Well, we want to solve for n. That's actually what they asked for here. Solve for n. Okay, so we're going to solve this equation for n by substituting what we know and using logarithms. Okay, so get ready, we're going to substitute some stuff in. So here was our A, P, and R value. So our A value was what we want, 500. P value is 250, and our rate is about 0.045. So first things first, I want to get rid of this multiplying by 250. What's the opposite of multiplying? Dividing. So both sides get divided by 250. That 250 goes away, as you can see here. And what's 500 divided by 250? 2, right? In fact, they have that on the next step right there. So the first thing we're going to do is evaluate what's in here. So if you need to, go ahead on your Desmos calculator and calculate what this would be as a value. No, I'm not going to do it for you on the Desmos. Try it. That would be about 1.01125. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to try and take n out of its position so that we can solve for it. So the first thing we're going to do is, just like it says here, we're going to take the common log for both sides. So we're going to take log 1.01125 to the nth power and log 2. So we took log of both sides. Alright, the next thing we can do is we can bring down n off its high horse, bring it up front. There you go, n. And that's log base 10, 1.01125. Now we almost have n by itself. We just have to get rid of this thing that's being multiplied. What's the opposite of multiplication? Division. So we're going to divide both sides by this log and that log. Oh, that should be a 0.01125. So here that would be log base 2 and log divided by log 1.01125. So let's go ahead and simplify this out. Now go ahead on your Desmos calculator. And let's go ahead and show you how to do that, just in case you kind of forgot. Let's go ahead and figure out what. So again, function log 2, close the parentheses, divided by, so I'm going to go back to the main one and press divided by, log main 1.01125. Okay, and that should be about, 61.95. That's kind of cool. So let's go ahead and record that on our paper here. And that would be n is about 61.95, or you could round it 61.96, somewhere about there, right? So we only did one word problem because they're all kind of generic, but go ahead, just like it says here, stop, and do the problem in your packet for Explain 2. We're going to come back to review the homework. Guess what, guys? We made it. Last lesson. Done. But we're going to go over the homework and, of course, some of the checkpoints in the next video. See you on the next slide.